So over the course of the next couple of weeks, we are going to get into Team of the Season. Now, the big question is, after this Dream Chaser promo is finally over, because as much as I think some of the players have been semi-decent, like we've had some decent players in here, it feels like it's been a very, very forced just promo in general. We don't need another UEFA one. The Immortals is going to be interesting. I think it's pretty much just give every icon an upgrade possible. R9, Henry, Zola's obviously in there. I think we saw... I don't know if I did see Ronaldinho in there as well. There's so many upgrades. It's going to be unbelievable. So what do you have to do to prep for Team of the Season? Because I think this game has really gone just a bit quiet, to be honest. And I don't know what it is. I think they've definitely got a mix of opinions on which place they want this game to kind of, or which direction they want this game to go in. Because as you see, normally, most of the years, SBCs are my bread and butter. I love grinding the game. I like getting the SBCs. I enjoy playing it. Like that's normally the big thing. I enjoy actually playing the game. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. This year it's been a very much almost a chore with how much that you've got to do, let alone all of these players. Like literally, I am still going. There is that many players to do. They're just the normal players, let alone then the icons. Obviously, I am trying to do Hullet, so I'm not finishing anybody else. But you just look at the sheer amount of players that we've got. Then obviously you throw in some of these icons. We've got the Dream Chaser trade-in. We then also have a few more that we've got going on back here. We have got these that I do need to do as well that have refreshed today. So in terms of Team of the Season prep, if you are not willing to spend the money on the game or spend any coins, I suppose you would, but money on the game is kind of the big thing. And I think once we get to Team of the Season, I personally wouldn't. I don't mind every now and then to get the grind going in footies, because when we do start to get what was the 85 times 10, I didn't mind then, say if you're making a brand new account, you've just not logged on, spend a $5, a $10 to get the grind going. If you cannot be bothered to start the process, it is easy, but do you know what I mean? You can start it and then you don't have to look back. But in terms of really spending a lot of money on Team of the Season, I personally wouldn't. I think the game is pretty much done after that, really. I'd maybe look at coins, if anything, but when it comes to points, you just have to look at the weight that we've got on some of these packs and just how many there is, let alone the guaranteed that we're getting. You know, every week we're going to get a guaranteed pack that we can pay for and as an SBC, and you know which one's going to give you the better ones. But I think this amount of packs, like I get that we went over the 100k and 150k mark, but this is just now taking it a little bit too far in my opinion, and I don't know if that's helping. Then to be honest, the one good thing about this game, if you are a casual player, the evolutions have been absolutely outstanding. Yes, prices might be a bit whack, I must admit, but you don't have to do all of them. I think the amount of free ones that we have had, plus then some of the ones that have been a little bit cheaper, if you're not necessarily buying a lot of SBCs or players, and you are doing it purely to get your Man U team, your Crystal Palace team done, then you are absolutely living in this game. The actual teams now, I bet most teams, even if you had like a Warsaw team, something of that sort of level, probably has a full 11 of 90s, bar from maybe like a goalkeeper at this point. It's a very interesting game, and I think that's what's kind of battling between the two of evolutions versus SBCs versus promo teams versus kind of objectives. It's kind of just a bit everywhere, to be honest. So I'm interested for your take if you want to know what that is. If you want to know what that is, you let me know what that is, because I really don't know with this game. it is just, it feels a lot. Like, it genuinely just feels like quite a lot for very little reward. And I don't know if that is on purpose or they're going to bring us back in Team of the Season. Dream Chasers has been woeful. Like, genuinely, you can tell by views, you can tell by hype of the game. It's just been absolutely nowhere in this week. And even last week. I think the cards have been nice. And in general, it's been a solid upgrade for a lot of cards. But after Foot Birthday, it's kind of been a bit of nothing. We have got Become a Mortal Hero cards as well. That is coming obviously tomorrow, which should hopefully be pretty good. So kind of to the point of the video really, it's kind of a bit of a rant, if anything, is what do you need to be doing to grind out Team of the Season? That's going to be the big one. Now, obviously, the one thing during Dream Chasers that you should be doing is actually the Dream Chaser grind. That actually is a semi-decent one. So doing all of your dailies is going to be an absolute must in general. I think if you can just bring yourself to do that every single day, it's well worth the grind in this. So obviously, you've got the Super Daily Silvers that you want to be obviously opening to get as many silver players as possible in the club, which then allows you to do these chase packs. Now, obviously, these are only 23 hours. We will more than likely get another round of these as well. So there will be some sort of daily golds or some sort of grind pack during either Team of the Season or during the Immortals. It will be one or the other. So hopefully you have been grinding these out as much as possible. Obviously it's very easy to do. It's just a little bit boring. Obviously you just go into ignore, put them into your club, silvers in. If you've got a silver that you want to protect from something, then obviously just get him off there as quick as possible basically. So nice and easy to grind that out. That's going to be step one. Obviously, we still got the daily golds. So as soon as these have finished tomorrow, make sure you are doing the daily golds. That is an absolute must to keep your club in a stocked position. Because remember, we are going to get league upgrades for the Prem, for La Liga, for all of them. So it is going to be a solid grind that way. One thing that I must admit is really cool that they added is the fact now that the packs are stackable. So instead of having 15 super silver packs, it's just going to be in one kind of location and you're just going to have X amount of how many you've got. Really, really like that. Why they've not done that previously, but regardless, absolutely love that they've tried that now. So obviously with these kind of grinding packs, sometimes you can get a few bits of fodder as well, which is nice. And a lot of the time it is going to be bog standard. As you see, we're starting to get the club up a little bit. If you've got obviously anybody that is worth tradable, then either get them gone or just discard them. Nice and easy to get your coins back at the minimum. So that's kind of your prepping work. Making sure you're doing your daily golds, doing your 30 coin pack or anything like that is always a necessity because you might as well. If anything's free or anything's worth the grind, you might as well do it. Now, obviously the silver pack, you're going to have to look through if it is worth it. And sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But realistically, you're just looking for like an inform or something if they've got one. Or maybe a promo player that has gone from a silver to their special. Now, I don't think we've got any 30 coin packs or anything. I didn't think we did. So once you've kind of done that, that's kind of like your bog standard every single day. Bring that in. It's nice and easy. Your daily upgrades. So once they're all done, obviously then you've got the choices between the packs. Now, at the minute, I still need to do them actually. At the minute, you can either go ahead and do the 83, well, you can do these purely to try and get some more fodder in the club, or you want to hold on to them. It's either or really, because when we look at the 84 times 7, you need an 84 rated team, you need a team of the week. So what I normally do for this is where the Dream Chasers work a little bit, because I know that in my storage I have a little bit higher rated fodder. I will go ahead and just go high to low on the commons in my club, and I'd just go ahead and just change an inform, because I know I haven't got one in the storage at the moment, get an inform in. But from there, what we can do is then we utilize the storage and just get a few of the golds in here. So they might be higher rated, there might be 85s, 86s, whatever I've got in here. So obviously if I've got the 77s, I'll try and put them in first. Try and use as much of my storage as I personally can really. And then from there, what I can do is with this round personally, I will keep the 84s in there and maybe just try and chuck in a couple of the 85s. As you see, we've got quite a few 84s. So if we can go ahead and put some of them in as well, that would always be very, very nice. Kvaratskhelia will go in, and then we'll try and put a couple of them 84s in, just to see if we can get that team going. Sometimes you might not, you might need to go for the higher rated fodder, but it is sometimes available to be able to do it. So let's see if that last one, let's see if we can just up it one more to an 86, see if that counts. So we swap that one round, and then we'll go ahead and put Rodrigo there. There we go. So just because then we can kind of go with a whole 84 one on its own. We only don't have to put in the 83s then. Makes it nice and easy. So you can either keep them and hope that they do well kind of during Team of the Season. I personally would open them because it seems to be a weekly thing anyway. And I would make sure that I'm just getting as much fodder in the club as humanly possible. This is still for the chance to get the Dream Chaser Salah. We're going to get Messi again. Any Salah or anybody big, that's always the chance for these, which is nice. And it is like getting someone like Messi to put into the club and either have him as an evolution later on down the line, or obviously, and who's that? Paredes, nice. Double 88s. Can go into, for me to do Hullet, but in general to just grind out to do as much as possible with it. So later on down the line, when we more than likely end up with a Rodri SBC for Team of the Season, we are stocked with it. And I've got a feeling the Immortals is going to bring some good SBCs. It seems to be what they're going to try and just absolutely rinse the clubs in preparation for Team of the Season. Other than that, to be honest, I would then just kind of steer clear from your campaign picks. I know that they're not necessarily the worst things in the world and they're great for fodder, but I would suggest trying to keep as much 85s and above in your club, in your storage as humanly possible. You basically want to get to a point where, if you can, your storage is like 85 to 86 and above with like 100 used or enough to get you by used. And then you've stocked your club up as much as possible as well. Even if you have to go and do the daily golds and stack them up. Maybe you're getting too many duplicates. You just stack them up instead and keep them for later so you can open them later on. Because now we have got the kind of stackable packs, it means that we can actually look at packs a little bit more differently. Like for instance, if I wanted to stack the FUT birthdays and keep 98 of them there, it's possible, and obviously you can just open them during Team of the Season or during Immortals. I just think with obviously the Dream Chasers, the weight just seems to be really, really bad. The only reason why I'm grinding a bit more is to just try and get this Hullet done as quick as possible. So we can get him done, we get him in the team, and we can start grinding out. And then doing your objectives, doing your evolutions if you want, trying to get some downtime in the game. And to be honest, I'd just wait. Honestly, at this point, I would make sure my grinding at 6 PM every day is in. We've done all of that. We've got the SBCs done. Maybe if I've done a couple of these objectives, I can grind them out as well. And then just go ahead and chill on a different game for a little bit. FUT Dream Chasers has been a little bit woeful. Immortals, I feel like, will be like the Galazzo of last year, where we get a bit more excitement back into it, and obviously Team of the Season being announced, and then we will get a full turnaround during Team of the Season. Objectives will be popping, evolutions will be there, and we'll get back into the game that we love, and then hopefully they do figure something out for next year. I really do, because if it's this dead, kind of like this early next year, it's going to be very interesting to see where the downward trend just has to stop at some point. But in general, that's kind of all I'm doing at the moment, just to try and keep the team alive. Let me know down below what you're thinking about. Are you looking forward to the All Immortals, or are you kind of set on Team of the Season now? Let me know down below, and if you need any more reviews, leave them in the comments and I might bring them back tomorrow. Peace.